collect the Community Shield. That's now 3 wins over Chelsea in their last 4 competitive fixtures. Let me hand you back to Steve and Ian.
Yeah, thanks very much indeed. It's a feel-good moment, this, for Arsene Wenger. It's the 14th time, by the way, they've picked up either the Charity Shield, to give it its old name, and the Community Shield. Remember this game too, and not the least of the results today is all the money that's been raised for the Grenfell Tower fire community after the frightening tragedy there. What shape are Arsenal in going into the season, do you think, Steve?
I think they're in good shape. I still think they could do with a couple more players, but you could say that about every single team, to be very honest. Probably about Manchester City. But, I mean, it's always nice. If you look back 3-4 months ago, the pressure Arsenal and Monsieur Wenger were under, there's nothing like a couple of Wembley wins to lighten everything up, isn't it? And the fact that they won the FA Cup and they're going to lift the Community Shield, I think it's great for them.
Not the end of the world for Chelsea, of course, but a quick word on them. What do they need?
Well, I mean, listening to the boys, I totally agree. I still think they need a centre-forward. If Diego Costa is going to leave, I don't think Morata and Batshuayi are strong enough or good enough for the Premier League and the Champions League. That's what you have to remember. Everything was brilliant last year, but it was all about the league last year. Throw in the Champions League. They need to strengthen. They need to strengthen quick.
Downbeat mood among the Chelsea players, particularly Thibaut Courtois there. You missed that second penalty. As Bob Wilson will enjoy, of course. He's still very much involved with Arsenal, their old goalkeeper. Great guy. Handing out those medals. Lacazette will enjoy that. Got one already in an Arsenal shirt. 9 Wembley wins on the bounce now.
Brilliant
for Arsenal. They like this place. Tottenham will hope that they get to like it as much as well.
Absolutely.
This season, their temporary home.
Absolutely. Got a word for Mertesacker there, the back of the picture. It's good to see him. A lot of stitches in his forehead, but it's good to see him on his feet. Smile on his face.
There's a lot of blood, but he's a tough fella. And we can mend that pretty quickly. I think that Petr Cech is going to be the one just to rub it in for Chelsea, who might be lifting the shield. We shall see. No, Mertesacker and Koscielny is not involved here. They're going to take it on, and it means that Arsenal have won the first silverware of the season, the Community Shield. They've done it for the 14th time to leave Chelsea just a little downbeat going into the season.
And Arsene Wenger's getting used to this, isn't he? The way it tends to work for him is he comes to Wembley, he competes, and he tends to leave with the trophy as well. There it is, lifted aloft by Olivier Giroud, who came on to good effect as well today. Arsenal winning the 2017 Community Shield. And look, there are issues for Arsene Wenger to deal with and to sort out, not least Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez. We've seen Sanchez here today. But there are reasons to be positive ahead of this new season. Lacazette looked great today.
Yeah, he did. He looked really lively and sharp. Looks like a quality player. And as the lad said before the game, he looks like an Arsenal player. For me, you know, Arsenal will be judged in the league and the Champions League, and I still think
not
they're
the Champions League.
Sorry,
yeah,
in Europe as well.
Yeah.
So for me, I still think they're a bit short as well in terms of quality. Certainly in centre midfield, I think they need a big player in there. And as Glenn said as well, off camera, they need another centre half.
This seems to be the case in point for both, actually. Starting 11s for both are really good. It is now about both just adding that depth, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, Arsenal's bench, if everyone's back, don't forget, you know, they're going to have a stronger bench, I think, than Chelsea at this moment in time. As we've said, Tottenham, they need strengthening. There's a few teams there that need strengthening, so if they're going to challenge for the Premier League. But if you're going to go on, you know, in Europe, play in Europe in midweek and then go and play in the league and be somebody that wants to go and win the league and be contending for that, not just the top 4, then I think they need to strengthen a little bit as well. But the new striker looks really good. Gazette looks good to me. I think he'll score goals.
And I'm sorry about this, Frank. I can promise you it only gets better with BT Sport from here on in. You'll have smiles on your face throughout the season.
Listen, I mean, as I said, the best team won today. I think probably maybe Arsenal edged it on play.
But the big deal now is that we're looking forward to the season. And we're seeing little glimpses and things that maybe both teams need today. I agree with Stephen. I think Wenger's never really addressed that midfield enforcer in recent years, and I think until they get that man with a bit more strength through the middle of the park, I don't think they're really going to be able to stay the course. I think that's been the general story of Arsenal over recent years.
But for today, Arsene Wenger with a smile on his face, and we've spoken a lot about Chelsea as well. Let's remember they are the defending champions in the Premier League for a reason as well. So we shall see what happens when both of these two get going in the league, of course. Just to let you know, there's plenty more sport right here on BT Sport right now. Over on BT Sport 2, you can see the Caribbean Premier League. The Patriots up against the Amazon Warriors. Marseille against Lyon tonight, 7:45 from Ligue 1. As far as the women's tennis is concerned, if you want to watch the final from Stanford, that's Madison Keys up against Coco Vanduage, and then in Washington DC it's Katerina Makarova up against Yulia George. That's tonight from 10 o'clock on BT Sport 3, and we'll be back on Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock build-up, 7:45 kick-off, Real Madrid against Manchester United. It's another of these pre-season fixtures that actually matters, with trophies up for grabs in the Super Cup. Right, the thoughts of all three of my guests and more reaction from both dressing rooms in just a couple of moments. But after that goal kick from Courtois and a miss from Morata on his competitive debut for Chelsea, it was left to a familiar face to put the ball in the back of the net. Lacazette may have arrived, but Olivier Giroud wins it for Arsenal. They've won the Community Shield.